Marie Osmond has always been graceful and strong. She spent most of her life in the spotlight, from youthful singing success to adored TV figure. Marie prefers to keep her family, especially her children, quiet. Fans were surprised when speculation spread regarding her daughter's personal choice. Questions arose. Whispers become news. Finally speaks after years of silence. She confirmed what many believed but didn't want to believe. Let's explore Marie Osmond's personal life and the truth behind the headlines. Marie Osmond childhood. The Ogden, Utah born. Marie Osmond was born on October 13, 1959. Her name is Olive Marie Osmond, the eighth of 9 children and only daughter in a family of brothers. Olive May and George Verley Osmond raised a large religious family. They were Mormons. Marie grew up with brothers Verl, Tom, Alan, Wayne, Merrill, Jay, Donnie, and Jimmy. Her older brothers, Verley and Tom, were born deaf, which strengthened their family closeness. In the 1960s, the other brothers sang on The Andy Williams Show and became famous. Their prominence brought the family to Los Angeles, where chances were better. Was 4 when she debuted on that show. Marie spent most of her time with her mother and younger siblings while her brothers performed. Donnie and she were close as children. Donnie and I were energetic playmates who never let our mother relax, Marie writes in Behind the Smile, My Journey Out of Postpartum Depression. Their collaboration would reflect that vitality and playfulness. Since childhood, Marie was surrounded by music. She helped her brothers backstage with costumes and gear and learned everything about entertainment. She stated she never grew up without music, playing, practicing, writing, or singing. Music was in her blood. Therefore, she soon entered the spotlight. History-making voice. Marie was 14 when she got famous. She had a #1 country music hit with Paper Roses, the youngest country music #1 female singer. The world saw she wasn't just Donnie's sister with this significant accomplishment. She has a unique voice, talent, and music future. In her early career, Marie sang country songs and had more hits. Between 1985 and 1986, Meet Me in Montana, There's No Stopping Your Heart, and You're Still New to Me were #1s. She showed she could be strong alone while working with her family. Donnie and Marie is where most people know her. She and Donnie hosted this variety show until 1979. Perfect teamwork between the siblings. Funny, dynamic, and chemistry-filled. They became America's favorite pair. Things weren't always easy behind the scenes. Marie worked hard to maintain the Osmond family when they lost considerable money in the early 1980s. She tried acting and started Marie, a variety program. She resumed country music. She signed with Capitol Records in 1985 and released There's No Stopping Your Heart, which returned her to the top. The return went beyond music. This was about strength, overcame obstacles yet persevered. Family, love, second chances. Marie's personal life was as turbulent as her work. Her 1979 engagement to acting student Jeff Creighton was brief. That engagement ended quickly. They canceled 2 months later. She dated famed singer Andy Gibb at the time. Later, in 1981, she briefly dated actor John Schneider. Marie married first in 1982. She married Brigham Young University basketball player Stephen Lyle Craig. Stephen James Craig, their son, arrived a year later, but their brief marriage ended. In 1985, they divorce. Marie writes in her book that Steve and I tried multiple times to save our young marriage, but it failed. She added that newspapers and paparazzi made matters worse. She was drained emotionally. Her second marriage was in 1986. She sent it to Brian Blossil, a record producer she met at a family dinner. Marie liked his calmness and humor. The couple has 7 kids. Rachel and Matthew are biological children, whereas Jessica, Michael, Brandon, Brianna, and Abigail are adopted. They had a large, loving family. Marie and Brian divorced in 2007 after 21 years. They stated in a joint statement that neither blamed the other. They just parted ways. Marie didn't want to marry again after her second divorce. Life has other ideas. Her son arranged a secret rendezvous between Marie and her first husband, Steve Craig, years later. They resumed conversing. They began dating secretly. I wanted everyone to be safe. You know, if it failed. Marie said, "Wow, it worked out." The couple remarried in a short ceremony in the Las Vegas Mormon Temple on May 4, 2011. Marie even wore her 1982 wedding dress. A few months later, they attended their son's wedding. Marie informed people, Marie Osmond has done more than sing and act. She's a businesswoman, author, and child health advocate. She co-founded the Children's Miracle Network and wrote mental health publications. Her book Behind the Smile chronicled her postpartum depression, which many women experience but rarely discuss. Her QVC doll collection was famous, and she performed on Dancing with the Stars and co-hosted The Talk in 2019 to 2020. Music is Medicine, 2016, and Unexpected, 2021, were her later releases. Through fame, heartbreak, parenthood, and music, Marie Osmond has survived. She's made tough decisions, revealed challenges, and demonstrated that even the girl next door may have tremendous surprises. Behind the spotlight and singing, she's most proud of being a mom. Because Marie has always prioritized family. A large, loving family with issues. Marie Osmond is more than a singer and actress. She's proud of her 8 kids. Her life has been full with joy, work, and heartache. Her children each have a unique narrative. With her first spouse, Stephen Craig Sr., Marie bore Stephen James Craig Jr. They married in 1982 and welcomed Stephen Jr. in 1983. Their 1985 divorce ended the union. In 2011, their son reunited them and they remarried. Even they were surprised by the sweetness. Marie mentioned Stephen's wedding. We realized we couldn't attend our son's wedding without becoming married. They remarried months before their son's wedding. Marie had 7 more children with Brian Blossil, her second husband. She loves them all alike, biological and adopted. She once commented, "I can't remember which adoptive kids are more like me than my biological ones, but some are." That short statement demonstrates how connected Mom is to all her children, regardless of how they met. Let's examine her kids' stories, starting with the one who made her a mother. Junior, the firstborn. Stephen James Craig. Junior was born April 20, 1983. Marie was 22 when she had him. She was hoping to start a family after Donnie and Marie's success. Stephen Jr. grew up in the background but remained close to his mother. He brought Marie and his father back together years after their divorce. Marie and Stephen Sr. decided not to attend Stephen's wedding as ex-spouses. They remarried in 2011 to try love again. Stephen Jr. now has children. He has 4 kids with Claire. Marie was thrilled to become a grandma. "I can't wait to be a grandmother. Wasn't it fun?" Very excited. She was astonished by her son's 30th birthday announcement that she would be a grandmother. She didn't stop smiling. Marie frequently posts smiles from family vacations with Stephen Jr. and his kids. Their tight and joyous friendship seems to grow over time. However, her daughter introduced creativity and fashion into her life. Artist mother. Rachel Lauren Blossil was born August 19, 1989. Marie's creative daughter with Brian Blossil. Rachel designs costumes and styles hair. She used art to express herself like her mother. Clothing and style are hers alone. Rachel and Gabriel Kruger married on Christmas Day 2012 in Park City, Utah. Their daughter Rocket Jade and son Wolf arrived a few years later. When her granddaughter Rocket was born, Marie was overjoyed. "Little Rocket is a gift," she said. "I'm fixated on her. She's gorgeous." Marie posted a touching Instagram tribute on Rachel's 34th birthday in 2023. She wrote, "Rachel, you are my blessing and gift. Great daughter, wife, and mother." She also posted a nice photo of them with Little Rocket. Rachel's life shows Marie's children's paths. All carry parts of her, public and private. Not all of Marie's family's chapters have been happy. One son's story is tragic. Son Michael remembered. Michael born May 4th, 1991. Marie and Brian adopted Brian Blossel after his birth. He has a kind heart and promising future. Behind the scenes, Michael battled depression and addiction. He committed suicide at 18 in February 2010. The family was devastated by his passing. Marie made a brief comment. "My family and I are horrified and shocked by Michael's death. His death was private, but greatly influenced her public life." Michael went to treatment in 2007. Marie warmly praised him for overcoming his challenges. "My son Michael is an excellent young man, as indicated by his fortitude in tackling his challenges," she stated. By 2009, things were improving. With a 3.9 GPA, he planned to enter the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. Marie later indicated that grief persists. "I think you'll never get over it," she told CBS Sunday Morning. "Your legacy has a significant impact." Her love and pain for Michael continue to shape her life. Her next son, Brandon, was sweet and loved music, bringing solace. Brandon, the silent musician. November 24, 1996, saw Brandon Warren Blossel born. He was adopted by Marie and Brian as an infant like Michael. Brandon is discreet about his personal life. He wants privacy and doesn't post much on social media. Fans know one thing: he loves music. Brandon plays bass for Navarre, a metalcore band. Though it's different from his mom's country music, the family loves sound. Marie rarely posts about Brandon, but her 2020 birthday message touched followers. "I am blessed to be your mother." Although mild, Brandon's narrative conveys his personality and Marie's love for him. There are more surprises, excitement, and stories in her children's life. Creative daughter Brianna. Marie Osmond and Brian Blossel adopted 1997-born Brianna Patricia Blossel. Brianna was creative early on. She became a cosmetics artist after discovering her passion for beauty. The Talk and Marie's Las Vegas performance with Donny Osmond have been her mother's efforts. Brianna married David Schwepp, 2018. They have two daughters, Maud Bailey Moon and Mabel Amarantha Rain. Firstborn Maud had a scary start. Her birth sent her to the NICU at a Children's Miracle Network hospital, which Marie co-founded. Marie sent a touching message after Maud was born. She claimed her daughter Brianna had a lovely girl. "Mom is well, and my granddaughter is in a pediatric ICU. Thank goodness our angel has a good prognosis." She also complimented the physicians and staff for their excellent care. Marie begged followers to pray for her granddaughter at that difficult period. Good news, baby Maud recovered. Brianna has persevered through such challenges. She raises her two girls and works behind the scenes. Brianna keeps her life secret, but her journey reveals how close the Osmonds are. Son Matthew, faithful and purposeful. In Provo, Utah, Matthew Richard Blossel was born July 6, 1999. He is Marie and Brian's biological son. Matthew's religious upbringing began early. He was raised as a Mormon, like his siblings, and his beliefs shaped his life. Marie said in 2020 that Matthew had returned following a 2-year mission. He served in various Michigan locations for 2 years. Marie posted on Instagram that her son returned from his 2-year church mission in 4 Michigan counties on Wednesday. Every family member was thrilled to have him home. However, another goodbye followed 2 days later. Matthew was going to college. Marie admitted it was hard. Despite missing him, she wrote him a sweet note saying, "I liked hearing about your weekly adventures." She noted that he could have taken the easy route after high school, but opted to serve and strengthen his faith. Marie said that transporting you to college and listening to your stories on the third day will always be a special moment between a mother and her son. Her note ended with something every parent can relate to. "Your excitement inspires me to improve." Her statements expressed her pride in Matthew's development. Abby, Marie Osmond's youngest child, was born in 2002 and adopted. Being the youngest in a big family is hard, but Abby has always been nice and talented. People interviewed Marie about her kids in 2019. They endured much hardship, she claimed. They survived. Then she said something touching about Abby. "How many 16-year-olds promise love?" That short line demonstrated their proximity. Abby may have inherited her mother's music passion. Marie posted a nativity play performance video in December 2019. Her daughter's performance affected Marie, who captioned the post, "Beautiful singing made me cry." She wanted to say more, but was too absorbed to record. At a young age, Abby's sweet voice and attitude impressed. She has her own light, and her mother is proud, whether she follows in her mother's musical footsteps or not. However, one more child's journey is special. Her name is Jessica. Her tale recently made headlines for the right reasons. Jessica Blossel Marie. Jessica. On December 17, 1987, Marie Blossel was born. She was almost 2 years old when Marie Osmond and Brian Blossel adopted her. Adding Jessica to the family made Marie happy. Marie had a son, Stephen, from her first marriage. She and Brian wanted a family, so Jessica became their first. Marie was famous in music and television at the time. Despite her busy schedule, she always made time for family. Marie has said her kids are her primary priority, and she always made Jessica feel loved and supported. Jessica didn't want stardom like her mother. She liked calm and privacy. She went her own way and avoided the spotlight. That road led her to a job serving others, not music or entertainment. Jessica followed a different path than her mother. Jessica entered public service while Marie got famous in music and TV. She joined the Provo Police. It was a tough task, but Jessica demonstrated her strength and desire to defend others. Jessica worked as a crisis counselor and police officer.